guys doing? It's Sip here. Welcome back to another episode of PES 2016 myClub series. Well, there's no point to make a Thursday hype video. Nothing is new. The UEFA Champions League agents are back, which gives you about 70% off black balls. So if you are new to myClub, this is your best chance to actually get a decent team. And yeah, we're just gonna do a manager review. Like every week I get asked which manager to buy, which manager to avoid, basically. If you check out the playlist called Manager Tips or myClub PES 2016 myClub tutorials and tips, I have many videos explaining each of these individual tactics. Therefore you would know yourself which manager, which tactic is good, which tactics are bad. Or you can just watch these videos. I have about, I think, 5 to 10 manager reviews. You can just watch that video and you would know which manager is good or bad. While on the subject, guys, of course the message shows up that the Konami knows about the sim bug, and whoever done the sim bug, it will be removed from the ranking, and if you keep doing it, you will be banned. Your PES ID will be banned. Now, first of all, I'm getting a lot of hate again, guys. When I made a video about the sim bug, Konami already knew about the sim bug. Don't blame me. And even it is, bug is a bug. It's like I get so much hate messages saying, oh, why don't you report lag cheaters? Why don't you tell other bug? Well, I made a video about lag cheaters, how to report lag cheaters. I made a video about goalkeeper bug. I made a video talking about PES in general, the downside, the good side. So come on, man, don't be a jackass. Don't hate me because Konami knows about the sim bug. When I made the video, Konami already knew about the sim bug. Moving on. Okay, now Van Haysbroek, I call him the potato, he's lovely. Okay, 352, many times I say avoid 352 in PES 2016, but if you use it right, if you use it correctly, then it will be useful. Now this manager is kind of solid regarding long ball spammers. If you're struggling against long ball spammers, make sure to sign a manager with defensive style, all out defense, pressure and conservative, and containment area for 3 at the back. I prefer white. But if you have 4 defenders, center will do. So I'm not really sure about this manager, but I'm gonna sign him anyway because I don't have any high rated managers right now, so I can use my low rated managers as an assistant coach with him, etc, etc. Now, would I recommend this manager? Yes, I would do, but think about it, guys. It's classic 352. You need 3 solid, 1 tall, 1 fast and mobile, and 1 build-up center back. Your LMF and RMF should be players that can actually track back, maybe box to box, or offensive fullbacks. Make sure they have pinpoint crossing card or early cross or any type of decent passing, basically. I would recommend for your strikers, I would recommend to have a goal poacher and a fox to box, or a goal poacher and dummy runner, because you need a goal poacher with 2 strikers, definitely. Your AMF can be a whole player or classic number 10. I prefer normally using up front a goal poacher and fox in the box, plus my AMF would be a dummy runner or whole player. Now your 2 center midfielders are really important. Normally, because this manager is all out defensive conservative, I would recommend to change in one of the center midfielders to DMF. And in a 2 DMF system, you don't really need an anchor man. I mean, I've said that before, but the more I play, I realize when you have 2 center midfielders or 2 DMFs, you need someone who can pass, spread the ball, and someone to check opponent's attack and check. So if you're going to use 2 DMFs, make sure to use a destroyer and a player who has the build-up card. Players with the build-up card can only play CB, fullback and DMF. Example, Verratti goes a build-up card. If you use him as a center midfielder, the build-up card will not be active because build-up card players can only play DMF or CB or fullback. So I would recommend a destroyer with a build-up, or maybe a destroyer on a box-to-box. As long as one of your center midfielders has some decent passing, then you will be okay. Alright, moving on to the second manager, Rudy Garcia. Konami still not updated. Right now is this douchebag Spalletti because he disrespected Totti. So you can see the formation is actually Spalletti's formation, but they have not changed the photo. I don't know why. Maybe with the next data pack they will change it. Now the formation looks alright. I would say it has a deep defensive line, maybe no high compactness. The only problem is wide containment area. Now, one thing I can tell you guys, any formation with four defenders, containment containment area wide, it really isn't essential. You will struggle, you'll be open down the middle. So I would recommend, if you have a formation with 4 defenders with containment area wide, make sure to use 3 center backs. For example, you can see LB, RB and 2 CBs. Make one of your fullbacks a CB, so you'll play with 3 center backs and 1 fullback, and focus on your attack with the player, with the side they have a fullback. So as a new tip, if you are playing with a manager who has containment area wide, make sure to use 3 center backs and 1 fullback. Laurent Blanc. I love Laurent Blanc's formation and tactic. The one thing is, I want to get him, but I'm going to wait till UEFA Champions League or maybe some other week, because right now with this formation you cannot have a DMF, especially when it's frontline pressure and aggressive. This manager is very aggressive. It is very effective as well, but you're going to have to make every attack count. So for that reason that you cannot have a DMF, I would not recommend it, because with this aggressive tactic you definitely need a solid anchorman who stays between your center back, especially when containment area is wide. Now if you tried him without a DMF, let me know what you think about it after 15 games. I have used Laurent Blanc before many times and I loved it, but the one I had actually can change one of your center midfielders into a DMF. Now you probably see this G Hiddink. Obviously this is still Jose Mourinho. This is still Jose Mourinho's tactic. I've just changed the manager photo myself. If you want to know how to do manager photos, etc, I have a tutorial. Just type in PES 2016 myClub manager photo tutorial. My video will show up. Now personally I don't like 4-2-3-1. LMF and RMF has to be someone like very super offensive, maybe like Ribery or Robben or Hazard. A lot of people seem doing good with this because it's frontline pressure, conservative, so that means your team will not go crazy pressure on the opponent, but the compactness is very low. For that reason I don't personally like it. But if you like 4-2-3-1, there's another manager that I would definitely recommend, which is this guy right here. I'm actually tempted. I've never used 4-2-3-1 in PES, and now that I have Hazard, I may actually give it a try, because I have Hazard LMF, Willian RMF, and AMF is going to be Totti. Your CF, when you play with a lone striker, I would only recommend a formation 4-2-3-1 if you have a solid striker. Don't use Ibra with this. You need someone who can dribble and who can run, basically. Oh, Ibra can dribble. Sorry Ibra, no offense. You can't dribble. I would recommend someone like Aguero maybe, or anyone with pace and decent ball control. And your 2 DMFs, with a 2 DMF system, remember guys, you don't need an anchorman with a 2 DMF system. You need a destroyer and a build up, or a destroyer and box to box, or fuck it, 2 destroyers to be more defensive. Because normally anchorman should be in the middle. It stays between your 2 center backs. Destroyers tend to go wide, sideways, to check the attacks and check, but an anchorman stays in between your center backs, and it's very effective. Honestly guys, this is one of the perfect tactics. I mean, I wish it was actually aggressive in all-out defense, but low defensive line, high compactness, support range not bad. I would definitely recommend Villas-Boas. Make sure you never underestimate team spirit, because if your team spirit is anything below 99 and you're versing someone with team spirit 99, he will have a massive advantage on you. Alrighty, now again, Real Madrid manager still not being changed. This is still Rafael Benitez. Obviously I've done an edited photo myself. On your list will show up with no photo, and I think the fake name is Ayugo or something. Now this is the exact same tactic at p.massi, which was a fake name for Carlo Ancelotti. Hopefully with a data pack they change him to Zidane. I did actually sign him. The reason why I signed him, because I need an offensive manager to start with, and as my defensive manager I have other managers 4-3-3 with containment area center and all-out defense, so I can switch to my assistant coach, which is all-out defense, in case I'm versing a long ball spammer, which is most likely. Anyway, now what is wrong with this manager? You'll be seeing a lot of people in higher division using p.massi. p.massi has the exact same tactic as Benitez. The only problem is attacking area is wide. Now I'll tell you this quickly guys, how to play with Benitez and how to defend with Benitez. The way you should play with Benitez: go to the flank. You need super fast right wing forward and left wing forward who can finish and dribble and cross. Keep going to the flank. Involve your RB and wing forward on the flank. When you are on the ball in the midfield, wait for your fullback to overlap. Go attack with the fullback, and then to your left forward. This should be a tactic basically. You keep going to the flanks. And this is how you play with Benitez. And how to play against Benitez, long ball him. Simple as that. Because if you are versing Benitez or p.massi, it's so freaking aggressive that it's like the whole pitch turned to a little box, you know. They are all over you. And the only way to counter an aggressive high pressure manager is to actually absorb pressure, intercept, and long ball. That's right. For your position, I think you definitely need a DMF in the midfield, and anchorman definitely needed. Your other two center midfielders, I mean, think how Real Madrid plays, okay? Do like a player ID thing that I've mentioned before. I made a video of the manager's player ID. Think about how Real Madrid plays. You've got Bale, you've got Ronaldo, you've got Benzema. So you need a goal poacher as a CF, and you need prolific wingers on the flank. Your three center midfielders, Real Madrid does not play with a destroyer or an anchorman. So I would say, you know, you can be offensive because the formation is already offensive. So I would say, you know, use, just to be a little bit more balanced, I would say use an anchorman, a box to box, and a whole player. If you are losing, fuck it, go 3 whole players, and even change your CMF to AMF. So you can be offensive by tactics, by formation, by player rules, by the way you play. If you do pass and move with 4 players, you will have 5 players attacking. Anyway, there's so many things to say about tactics, and it's never enough. My advice is don't get lost in tactic. 60% focus on how you play, how good are you defending and attacking, and know everything about the game. Early crosses are OP, corner kicks are OP. Yeah, okay. Now that's pretty much about it, guys. I mean, the rest of the managers will not be the same for all of us. When there's a special agent, the top 10 or 7 will be similar to everyone else. So I would recommend Villas-Boas, I would recommend the first manager at the top, and I would recommend Benitez. But if you use Benitez, because a containment area is wide, you need 3 centre backs. So change one of your fullbacks to a centre back. Anyway, guys, hope you guys find the video useful. It's been a long video, but trust me, I didn't bullshit you. Hope you find anything I say useful. In the previous episode, you will see me using Van Heesberg. You'll be seeing me using Benitez as well. So there's going to be more gameplay. Probably an upcoming episode is going to be an episode about online divisions, my club, ball opening, gameplays, live, etc., etc. Make sure to join my live stream for live tutorials and tips and Q&A. I stream every Friday and Saturday at 11 PM on Twitch. Links in the description. I'm PESEP. Till next time. Ciao for now.